So here's the thing. Let me just ask it like this. Do you feel positive about the new Prime Minister? It's been 6 weeks of campaigning, TV studios, radio studios, newspaper interviews, Lord knows how many thousands of miles crisscrossing the UK, convincing Tory party members at those hustings that they had what it take to become the next Prime Minister. Half an hour ago, Liz Truss was declared the winner. You heard it here first on talkTV. 81,326 votes to Rishi Sunak's 60,399. So, round about 57% of valid votes cast. A convincing win for Liz Truss. Rishi Sunak might have upped his game in those final weeks, but it wasn't enough. The former Chancellor now legs it to the back benches, unlikely to serve in a Liz Truss cabinet. There are even suggestions that he won't continue as an MP after the next election. We shall see. Tomorrow, the new Tory leader makes her way, as I mentioned, to Balmoral to have the whole process made official. The Queen will ask her to form a government, and Liz Truss will become our 56th Prime Minister. We'll watch with interest as to who she chooses to serve in that administration. Now, that's going to be really crucial. Does she make it look a little bit like Boris Johnson's cabinet? Does she go completely fresh for new blood around the cabinet table? Will she reward those others who initially put themselves forward as leader? It's been an interesting journey for Liz Truss, the daughter of teachers, initially a Liberal Democrat, Oxbridge educated, a qualified accountant, an economist, and the longest-serving cabinet member since 2010. She's been Chief Secretary to the Treasury, she's been the Justice Secretary, she was the Environment Secretary, she was the International Trade Secretary, and the Foreign Secretary, a role she still technically holds to this day. And in the last 4 weeks, she's become a heady combination of Margaret Thatcher and Nigel Farage. The former lefty really was for turning in the most spectacular fashion. She needed the votes, of course. Now, this is the interesting part. Regardless of whether you support Liz Truss, a lot of Conservative voters listening to this may well have voted for her. Others would have gone for Rishi Sunak. There is something, even if somebody isn't your cup of tea, even if you didn't vote for them, there's something kind of exciting, potentially very positive, about a new incumbent in the top job. Number 10 could look very different. So are you feeling positive about the fact that we simply have a new Prime Minister? Look at what we're facing at the moment. This is going to be, you know, that word, that phrase, the winter of discontent, that has been used completely wrongly since the original genuine winter of discontent. Well, I think we're probably about to have one that's going to be really tough on British households. We know about the cost of living crisis. Here on talkTV, we give as much advice as we possibly can, as much insight, talk to the central players about what can be done, where this story goes next, the hike in energy prices, the issues surrounding low wages, inflation, nipping at the heels of every economic forecast, those graphs that seem to go upwards when you want them to go the other way. It's a very, very tough few months around the corner. Liz Truss will be the person in charge of overseeing it. And, of course, you can throw in strike action and war in Ukraine as well, just to add to the grim picture. But at talkTV, we've always tried to look for those positive stories, even amidst the grey and the doom. And I think the one positive that we should all try and take today is that we have something new. It's not a completely fresh start, but there's an opportunity here, I think, to say, OK, we can reset. The ducks can go back in a different kind of row. We have a different person in charge. Our Foreign Secretary will be different. Our Home Secretary will be different. There will be a different Chancellor. Where does Liz Truss go first? Well, the smart money says it will be on energy. We're hearing all sorts of initiatives rumoured around Westminster that £100 billion could be put aside. Freezing energy bills, another initiative. All manner of gossip and rumour going around the place as to what the next Prime Minister is likely to do to try and ease things for the average British person in this country. It will be tough, and what's tough about this, certainly on the energy issue, is that it's not just people on the lower rungs of the financial ladder that will get affected. We're talking about small businesses, the backbone of this country, people who earn a reasonable wage, who are discovering that their electricity bill has gone from 100 quid a month up to, near on £1,000 a month, whatever it might be. So is there something positive about Liz Truss's appointment? And I would have asked this same question had Rishi Sunak won the big title today as well. 0344 499 1000. When you look at where we're at right now and all that is going on, there is a sense, regardless of what you think of Boris Johnson, how much you're going to miss Boris Johnson. I know a lot of our viewers absolutely will miss Boris Johnson. The man who had that certain something, I think, is how he will be known among many things. Regardless of all of that, she has the job, she's the leader. Everybody should always want a Prime Minister to succeed, regardless of your political colour. I know it doesn't work like that. Can you imagine Sir Keir Starmer and the left-wing massive sitting there saying, yes, we wish her loads of luck, we want her to do rather well. They're, of course, frothing at the mouth, waiting for more failure. So brand new beginnings, brand new starts. It's going to be tricky. Nobody will dispute that. The headlines will not always be good news. There are certain realities beyond the control of any Prime Minister. But as a first base, as a first look at where we're at, this is new blood. It's fresh territory. A new face at the helm, a new incumbent to number 10, a new leader for the Conservative Party and a new Prime Minister for the United Kingdom. Are you feeling positive about the new Prime Minister?